Hello everyone! Today I'm going to show you how to paint this watercolor elephant that you can use to create greeting cards or even birthday invitations. For today's tutorial, I'm going to be using the Sublime Watercolor pack and the Petite Grain canvas. Everything will be linked below. I've drawn a sketch that you can download, so after downloading you can go ahead and insert it like this. So go to Add and insert a photo. And here's the sketch. Let's go to the layers panel and make a new layer. And let's bring that layer to the bottom here. And then let's go back to the sketch layer and make it to be a multiply. As you can see here, it's multiply. Now let's go back to the coloring layer and just making sure that we're on the layer. I'm going to pick out this pink right here, this salmon pink, and use this bold rough brush to color the elephant. So I'm just going to do my best to paint it in all one go, so not really letting go of the Apple pencil, but eventually I will have to, but I'm just going to try my best. Just going to speed it up for you here. Okay, so once you have it colored, you can grab the basic blender and just smooth out any of these overlaps that you may have from letting go of the Apple pencil. Once you're done, you can make a new layer on top and make that a clipping mask. And you can pick out any of these pinks here. And I'm going to use the Bloom #1 stamp. And let's see if that shows up. That pink didn't show up, so I'm just going to go a little bit darker and just stamp along these areas that may have shadows underneath the hat as well. And if you're done, then you can make a new layer on top. And I'm going to use this pale beigey color here and use the bold rough brush again to color the inside of this elephant's ear. If you want to follow my coloring pattern, then you can just color the center here and leave out the outer edges because I want to color them using different colors. So now I'm going to pick out this pale yellow and color the bottom portion of this ear. And once that's done, then I'm going to pick out this peachy color here and fill it all in. Afterwards, you'll want to blend it all out to create this gradient effect. So I'm going to use this basic blender and blend it out to make it smooth. Once that's done, you can make a new layer on top and make that a clipping mask. And then let's pick out this peachy color here and get the Bloom #3 stamp and just use it here. But I didn't really like that color, so I'm just going to pick out a dark yellow and see how that looks like. You can just play around with it and see if it looks alright, like real watercolor marks. You can just also move it and resize it as well. And if you like it, you can combine it and then make a new layer on top again as a clipping mask, and then use the stamp again and try to resize it and just move it around to just kind of make it look realistic. So I've done that now. Let's go to the top and make a new layer on top and grab this emerald green and grab the bold rough brush again to color the hat. Of course, if you have any overlaps, you can use the basic blender to smooth it out. Now let's create a new layer and make that a clipping mask. And grab this green here, darker one, and you can grab the Bloom #1 stamp to use it along the bottom here And along the right side, because we want to kind of create that shadow effect here, just stamp it along like that. Just trying to see how it looks like overall. I think I'll get a darker green just to make it look more 3D. And just stamp along the side. Afterwards, you can make a new layer and add this pattern. It's just a simple circle pattern. That looks pretty good. So now let's just make a new layer again. And I'm going to grab this pink, light pink, and use this splotch stamp. And stamp it along the cheeks, but that didn't show up, so I'm just going to pick out a darker color. Oh, that's showing up. If you don't like the color, you can always adjust it like this. Go to hue, saturation, and brightness and just toggle along these bars here and just change the color. I would like it to be slightly orange, so I'm just trying to change it. Now that looks pretty good, so we'll go with that. And now you can be done, but I think that I would like to add one more layer. And then you can add text. And I'm just going to type in "you're invited" because I would like to make a greeting card, or sorry, an invitation card for like a birthday party. So this is how you do it. And you can just place it on the bottom here in the center. And then you can take this design to whatever software you want, like Canva, and then create a greeting card. Now I am going over some of the sketch lines because I would like it to be a little bit more bold. So this is an optional step, but I'm using this toothy pencil to go over some of these lines. And that's it. Personally, I would take this design to Canva and create some kind of a card, but you can also take it to Photoshop or even Illustrator. If you have enjoyed this tutorial, please subscribe and hit that notification bell. Thank you so much for watching, and see you in the next one.